Olá, queridos amigos e amigas, Rufino na área para mais uma análise de jogo. Título Hitchhiker, tá? A Mystery Game. É um game aí que conta a história de um caroneiro, tá? Sem memória, desmemoriado, não sei. Que pega caronas, mais ou menos solucionar os quebra-cabeças da vida dele, tá? Eu acho que no decorrer do jogo ele vai contando aí tudo o que aconteceu na vida dele, o que levou ele até aquele momento. Só não esqueça do final do vídeo, tá? Curta o nosso vídeo, se inscreva-se no nosso canal, comente o que vocês acharam do jogo, compartilhe e não esquece de assinalar o sininho para receber as nossas notificações. Então vamos iniciar logo, tá? Gente, eu tirei, tá, o som da música, mediante aí as políticas do YouTube, para não vier a prejudicar aí a monetização, prejudicar o vídeo, tá bom? Não tem como pular, aparentemente. Ó, tudo que você faz, ele entra na pausa. Hitchhiker. Pela sinopse, parece que Hitchhiker é alguma coisa de caroneiro mesmo, alguém que vive de carona. Graficamente falando, muito bonito. Olhar ao redor, cancelar e interagir. Legal, é bem animado, né? Eu vou pegar o... Saúde. Uma mochila desse tamanho só para uma escova de dente? Tá bom, hein? Vou escovar sem pasta. Que legal. Que legal. Show.
So, where are you headed?
Não sei.
Not the talkative type, eh? That's okay. Most people I pick up are just waiting for their turn to talk. Want a raisin? They're from my farm.
Oh, claro. Valeu. Caramba, o homem aí é... Perdão, hein? Deve ter remetido alguma lembrança. Alguma coisa que vai ajudar ele até a voltar à memória dele.
Strange. They're Thompson seedless. Good raisins. We still farm more of those in California than anywhere on Earth. You want to know the clearest evidence that reality isn't real? Raisins and grapes, man. They're the same thing, but they taste disgusting when eaten together. Obvious bug in the program there, right?
Com certeza. Se existe essa diferença.
Memory is a slippery thing. Think about when somebody asks you about this ride later, assuming you even know where you're going, and get someplace where somebody can ask you. Hey, how'd you get here anyway? They'll ask you. Oh, I hitched. And your brain will flash back for a second when you say this. And it'll show you a frozen snapshot of yourself, sitting in this car, talking to me like we are right now. But which moment will it actually show you? Will it be this one? Or this one? Or this one? We think we remember how people really were, how our lives together really were. But when we think back to them, even the people we cared about the most, all we're doing is snatching moments out of the air. Just grabbing another raisin out of the box. My wife. She's dead now, but you probably guessed that. Thanks, but you don't look like you're doing so well yourself. Takes one to know one, right? I can always spot someone who's grieving along this highway. They usually stand on the road with a dazed look on their face and their thumb up in the air. No, I don't know you. Just know the type. My wife, if I'm totally honest with you.
Tabaco de mascar. Tem também o rapé, né? Que é o tabaco de inalar, né? De cheirar. Esse aqui é de mascar.
With you.
Não conhecia.
I don't really remember what she looked like. Remember everything about her. Just not her face. Some people have faces that are easy to remember. Doesn't seem fair. Well, it's not as easy as you think. I'll give you an example. You think you're present in the moment? You've been talking to me for a few minutes now. What color are my eyes? Nope. Well, like I said when I picked you up,
É azul.
some people are just waiting until it's their turn to talk. Hey, kid. Do me a favor and close the window, would you?
Com certeza.
That's better. Now, where were we? Yeah, fair number. But after a while, you start seeing the same few archetypes over and over. You got the numbnuts Kerouac fans. You got your autodidact blowhards. They'll talk your ears off. You got a lot of people from Cincinnati for some reason. You got your deadheads trying to get to some concert someplace. And then there's the water bottle person, always worrying that they're going to run out of water before they get where they're going. Still, you're the first hitcher I ever picked up who doesn't have a destination. Copernicus.
Pérnico.
Well, seems like the right name for a guy who's traveling the world without knowing where he's going. You just sit back, Copernicus, and invent a language where false statements are impossible. What? Oh, I stand corrected.
Você vê que ele sabe, o meu personagem, ele sabe alguma coisa, né? Ele não é um cara perdido.
You know, when I was a
Ele
kid,
esteja sem memória.
my brother and I used to drive our parents crazy on long drives like this. Our folks wouldn't let us listen to the radio in the car. So we used to make up these songs about food on long drives to pass the time. We had this one with about 30 verses, each about a different kind of grain. There was this one time when we passed a billboard for this new kind of bread. Challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. Oh yeah, that drove Mom and Dad crazy. Come on, join in. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread. In hell they have a hell a lot of challah bread.
Ai, caramba. Tá tocando no rádio.
Actually, I'm beginning to understand my parents' perspective. Getting older is
Perspectiva
funny.
diferente, né?
It's like reading a book where less and less happens, but the writing gets better and better. Got that right, kid. let me tell you, getting old is no picnic. Yeah, we used to have a strict division of labor back when we worked together. She would raise the grape from the time it appeared on the vine, and I'd step in as soon as it was time to start drying them. Our customers used to have fun with that. I'm the dry one, they'd say. Grapes attract a certain kind of person. A person who likes to tell jokes. Wine enthusiasts, tourists, people who like to talk. There's a photo in that glove box there of us, standing in front of our trailer. It was in a magazine. One of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. Well, I never opened the glove box myself. It's kind of a superstition of mine.
Besteira. Fazer o quê? Mas é...
But
Cada
help
tem a
yourself.
sua, mas pode olhar.
Hey, where'd you get that? That's not her. And that guy there, he looks like you.
Hã?
I don't know. I was going to ask you the same question, Copernicus. Did he... Who gave this to you? Well, I guess it belongs to you. You'd better hold on to it.
Ai, caramba, que coisa doida. É uma lembrança.
What woman? Well, oh, her. Well, hard to say. I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
Ele sabe quem que é. Você vê a forma de meio esquiva, né? Deu pra ver que ele sabe quem que é aquela mulher lá.
What's that black thing in the glove box anyway? See anything interesting there? A windmill, eh? No idea. Say, want to hear a joke? Why did the raisin take the prune to the dance?
Porque uma uva não conseguiu viajar.
He couldn't get a date.
Porque não tinha passagem
Hey,
boa.
that reminds me. It's almost 4:30. You'll like this. It's my favorite. I once knew the hostess, Darlene. She used to change the tires on my truck on Highway 51.
Welcome to another Interstate Riddle Hour.
Charada
Here's our first
Interstate
riddle. Keep your eyes peeled, all you blacktop carpetbaggers. I fly, yet I have no wings. I cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see. Need some help?
Vamos repetir.
I
Peraí.
fly, yet I have no wings.
É do
I
ar.
cry, yet I have no eyes. Darkness follows me. Lower light I never see. Need some help? We're looking for something fluffy.
Caramba. Ó. Olha lá, latinha? Não, sou macia, a latinha não é macia. Será que é esse negócio de mastigar? Não.
Very good. Here's our next one.
Ok, é a nuvem.
A gatekeeper forever bound. He opens and shuts with a similar sound. Very good.
Zipper.
I don't know why I listen to this every day. Damn questions are rigged. I never get them.
Says the guy who never knew what pressure to keep his tires at.
Hey!
Having
Falou pra
fun?
ele.
Want to keep going?
Vamos lá.
Great. Here's another one. Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red. What am I?
Quem sou eu? Alguma coisa diferente. É ele? Alguma coisa que tá lá fora? Aqui por hora era vermelho, agora eu sou preto. Vamos ver se tem alguma dica.
Need some help? I also have 7 numbers on my back. Need some help? I also have 7 numbers on my back.
Sempre tem o número 7 atrás. Caramba. Um outdoor ali. Bola 7. Vamos ver o que é aquele outdoor ali. Nada externo, né? O nosso amigo aqui. Agora ela pegou, hein? O problema é que eu tô visualizando tudo, ó. Bonequinho, tabaco, janela, abri, fechei. Um negócio de pato aqui. Não é uva passa.
Need some help? Take one out and scratch my head. I am now black, but once was red. Need some help?
Eu sempre
I
tenho o
also
número
have
7 nas
7
costas.
numbers on my back.
Aqui em cima, aqui.
Okay, here's a tough one.
É o que eu tinha, né?
I have 4 wings but cannot fly. I never laugh and never cry. On the same spot I'm always found, toiling away with little sound. What am I?
Uma dica.
Need some help? Round and round we go, people.
Carro? Deve ser o binóculo.
All right, here's our last riddle. He lies without touching the ground.
Oh, come on, Darlene. Damn it, Darlene. I should have tipped her better when she changed the tires. She's been out to get me ever since. Look, she isn't being straight with you, kid.
Check the photo, Copernicus. The photo in your bag. Then you'll see.
Ele vai saber. Hã?
She's in trouble, Copernicus. You must help her.
Things like that happen all the time on this highway. It's nothing to lose your scrunchie over. Kid, I am sorry about your girlfriend, but I had nothing to do with it. It's just the opposite. I was sent to protect you. You did. You picked this car every bit as much as I chose to stop for you. You picked this car, picked me, not to feel anything. Let's not kid ourselves. You don't seem like a guy who wants to remember. Kid, just let it go. There's nothing for you down that road. Nothing but hurt. Look, I admit I lied, but only about one thing. Yeah, we've met. Twice, in fact.
Nossa, que história interessante, hein?
Sure. You showed up at my trailer park taking photos. At first, I was a bit suspicious, since there were plans to kick us out and develop the trailer park into some kind of shopping center. But then it became clear that you'd been sent here by a magazine to do one of those stories about vanishing farmers that always pulls heartstrings with the rest of the country. The woman in the photo? No, I didn't actually meet her. I just know what you told me about her. She was backpacking around Europe without you. And you? You weren't taking it so well. Oh, I know a lot about you. Kid, I told you, you don't want to go down that road. Well, what's that they say in that Tom Cruise movie? The one where he's a bartender? Everything ends badly, or it wouldn't end at all? I wasn't afraid of the truth either, back then. My wife, when she got the x-rays, when she knew, she decided to spare my feelings. Didn't tell me anything. Hid the x-rays in one place I'd never suspect, because it was so obvious. Stayed closed until today, till you came along. I wish it was that simple, kid. Hey, Chief. Why don't you have a look here? He appeared on this highway about the same time you did. What you're running from.
Nossa.
Not sure. You can't see him directly. He only shows up in mirrors, windows, pictures. Well, we haven't talked yet about the second time we met. That's the thing. It's a little hard to explain. Better if I just take you there. It's just a quick detour. We'll be there in a minute.
Uau! Que experiência espetacular. Tá? Até agora o que deu para entender é que eles já se conheciam, tá? Ele já tinha combinado alguma coisa com ele para não relembrar algumas coisas que estão vindo à tona. Só que o que pareceu agora, ó as coisas doidas. Pareceu até que ele tá morto, que ele é o espírito, que ele tá na mente do senhor. Não sei. É um jogo muito interessante. Acredito que para vocês aí estarem fazendo a aquisição dele para estar vendo a continuidade da história seria legal, porque é uma história assim bem... Ai, subiu a palavra, tá? É uma história bem... vocês entenderam, né? É muito bom, tá? Graficamente, na minha opinião, é muito bonito. Jogabilidade dele, perfeita. História, espetacular. Promete. Fica a critério de vocês se vocês vão querer ele ou não. Queridos amigos, ó, curta o nosso vídeo, tá? Se inscreva no nosso canal e continue conosco, tá? Vamos seguindo frente aí, sempre trazendo novidades para vocês. Um abraço a todos aí, tamo junto.